Well, it might have finally happened. The old air ride, as you can hear, might have finally given up on me. She's face down. She's actually leaning to the left. So this rear bag has lost some pressure. The front's way down. The compressor's running, but when I click the up button, it does not go up. It stays in entry. So for a little while, that front bag is giving me issues kind of sporadically, but you jump in and fire it up and the air ride just puts her right back up where she's supposed to be. This is the first time I've been being told that the ride height is not permitted. Oh boy, and we are definitely not up. Compressor's still going. I don't know if you can hear that. It's come up a hair. Welcome back to Truck Central. Mr. Justin Wheeler here with the 2019 Ram 1500 Limited High Mileage Edition. Today, we are going to finally address a problem that has been lingering for the past, year. It is with some sadness I had to finally just admit defeat and fix the air suspension. Now, we had a couple of options. The foolproof way to do it is just to replace all of the air suspension components, even though it was really just this front driver's side that was giving me grief. Now, when you couple the fact that replacing this entire air ride suspension is going to run at minimum a couple $1,000s, and the fact that I have always wanted to put a mild lift on this truck to fit some slightly larger tires, it just really didn't make sense. I would be $4,000 probably into it to get the suspension fixed and to get a little bit of a lift, 2-3 inches. So a lot of you guys recommended to go with the Air Ride Delete, and that is what we did. I opted for the Air Ride Delete with the 2 to 3 inch, I think they say 3-inch lift. I ended up coming out to about 2.5. Anyway, we'll go into those details in the video, but it's working great. Very happy with it so far. I've logged a few thousand miles since the install. I wanted to give it a proper shakedown test before we come to you and say this is good or this is bad. But I can tell you that it has been working very good. And I did get the nice little lift I was after. And just for comparison's sake, I happened to come across a factory Ram 1500 out in the wild the other day, so I pulled up next to him, and you can definitely see the slight improvement in ride height. Okay, so forgive my scratchy voice, please. I'm doing the best I can. Not feeling super good, but we have a lot of work to do here. Today we are going to be going through the parts that we're going to be using to finally fix the air ride problem. I know it doesn't look it now, but if I were to leave this truck sitting here for more than 10 or 15 minutes, this side would completely sink. So instead of investing a lot of time and money into repairing the air ride, we're just gonna swap it out for an Air Ride Delete kit. We ordered this kit through airdelete.com. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. They have a few different options for Air Ride Delete, whether it be 4th gens, 2500s, 5th gens like this. They have a kit for it. You could also get a kit that keeps you at your factory ride height. I elected to go with a lift, 3-inch lift, which essentially puts you in the Off-Road 2 ride height permanently. You could also have a kit that sets you at Off-Road 1, or you can leave it at the factory normal ride height position. Now, once you select the size of kit you want, you also have a few options regarding the make of the shocks. We went ahead and upgraded to the Eibach shocks and coilovers. You can also get a Bilstein setup. That's a little bit more, and then I think they also have a base model. I don't know what brand that one is. So you've got 3 options for your height, 3 options for your shock selection, and you also have 3 options for your upper control arms. You can reuse your factory upper control arms, but you can upgrade to a rough country control arm or these fancy JBA upper control arms with nice greasable fittings, brand new ball joints, brand new bushings. You may not see the JBAs on their website. Just contact them and they can customize your kit depending on what you want. So we basically got the biggest, nicest kit they have, and that's what we're going to be putting on the Ram. You can also order the programming kit that comes with the tablet, the OBD2 connector, the harnesses, as well as the instructions for how to program the truck once you are taking off the air ride, because if you don't, you'll get a constant warning message that your air ride system's messed up, and you obviously don't want that. Now, the reason I'm going with Air Ride Delete Kit versus just fixing the factory air suspension is because, well, this thing has 250,000 miles on it already. I'm really only having problems with this front driver's side, but I don't know if it's the air cylinder itself, if it's in the line. It could be in the valve body in the back. It could be in the tank. It's probably not in the tank. But it's kind of taking a gamble, and the front air struts themselves, the replacement part's like $600. So by the time you buy all 4, or you could just replace one, you're going to spend more to replace all those components than you could to just remove it. Now, that's an option, and I really do like the air ride suspension, but realistically, I don't really want to mess with it again. Instead of replacing all those components, I'd rather just do away with it, go with a traditional coil spring setup, and get a lift at the same time. The obvious downside to doing a kit like this is you lose the adjustability. I use the Air Ride a lot, every single day, mostly to hook up the trailers, drop trailers. That's been my favorite thing about it, but it's really not that big a deal to not have it. And the other nice thing about going with a 3-inch lift is we can now get some 35-inch tires. These are the, the 305 4522s. They are good. They fit the current stance fine. But with the improved suspension, with the JBA control arms, 35-inch tires, going to go for more of an off-road look. And since these tires already have 60,000 miles on them, you can see I'm getting some uneven wear. I'm due for tires probably in the next couple months. So it kind of all lines up. I'm finally going to be able to get 35s, going to get a little bit of a lift, and I'm not going to have to worry about the old leaning demon anymore, Mr. Tippy, because it's been a really annoying deal where I'm at the gas station, I put fuel in it, I come back outside, and the front end is just laid in the ground. So not a fun look. It also, the way it sits now, I get a little bit of wheel hop when I hit some kind of crappy road. It's translating to a vibration in the steering wheel, and I just can't leave it. And like I said, I don't want to spend $2,500 replacing the airbags just for something else to happen and then have to reinvest that money. This setup should last, well, at least as long as this setup did, 4.5 years and 250,000 miles. So I will probably not have to worry about this again. The kit also comes with, like I mentioned, not just instructions for the programming, but also instructions for the install. It's pretty straightforward. The air cylinders come out. It's got 3 bolts on top, 1 bolt on the bottom, and they just slide out. So in the next video, we are going to be digging into this and do the actual proper install on the truck, and we will see how she looks. If you are interested in this kit, like I said, go to airdelete.com. Reach out to Brendan. He's the guy I work through. He kind of walked me through what I want, how to set it up, and kind of let me customize my package for exactly what I want to do. So, like I said, you may not see these on the website, but they are available if you reach out to them and let them know what you're looking for. Forgot to mention they also come with new bump stops, or as they call them in Canada, what do they call them? Jounce pads? Yeah, never heard of that either. As well as the coil cups. Nope. Nope. I don't know where they go. We'll see. So next time you see this truck, it should be under the knife. One final thank you to airdelete.com. Leave me a comment down below. You know I look forward to talking to you. And as always, thanks for watching.